Hey guys, it's Taylor. Today I'm going to be giving you myths and tips about high school. There's a lot of misconceptions that people believe going in. The first one would be, if you ever think school is like High School Musical, just forget that right now. High School Musical and real school are nothing alike. Not even a little bit. We do not sing, we do not dance, we do not just run around in the cafeteria and do whatever. You do have more freedom in high school though. The second one would be how everyone thinks that prom is so important. I'm not saying don't go to your prom. You probably should, memories. You want to say you went, but don't sweat over it. It's not going to make or break you in high school. And all the pressures that people think are associated with prom, you don't have to worry about them so much. Just don't stress over prom. The third would be that in high school there are cliques, there's the populars, then there's the nerds, then there's the jocks, then there's the this and there's the that, then there's the cool Asians, then there's the nerdy Asians, and it's not really like that. I mean, you sort of can pick out groups like that, but it's not like you can't associate with them. You sort of, whoever you're friendly with, you can be friends with them. You don't have to just associate with this person and this person. And don't worry about getting into the popular group. Just be yourself. Go with whoever accepts you as that. Another thing that's not true, at least in my school and most schools I know of, is Freshman Friday. And that's when everyone's supposed to pick on the freshmen. That never happened to me. People might have hey, freshman, or something. But there's never toss you in a trash can sort of thing. So that's another thing, the whole bully idea where you get shoved into a locker. That doesn't normally happen either. At least not that I've seen. This comes from the whole Ned Declassified deal where the food crawls off your plate and is really disgusting and gross and you can't touch it and it's mystery meat. That isn't normally how it is either. We actually have some pretty good food. We have this nice calzone that's if you don't know what a calzone is, it's like a pizza but folded, and it is so good. And so high school can have good food. Alright, now I'm going to give some tips. And so the first one is the cliche, be yourself and you'll find your correct friends, you'll all be happy and you don't need to conform to everyone else. And it's basically be yourself, guys. Okay, one thing for high school is try and not procrastinate. I know it's really hard and I do it anyway sometimes, but really try to get out of that habit. It's like a whirlpool. You get sucked in and then you're just stuck in that torrent of procrastination, and it's not a good habit. Find your friends. You'll obviously have friends that you come from middle school. Make sure to see if you have classes with them, and if you don't have some classes with them, the thing about high school is that you kind of all mesh together in a big pot. All the middle schools that are going to the high school. So you'll meet probably your new best friend or your another friend. You might meet the best friend of your life. That's one thing my dad always said. We were going to move. And he was like, oh, your best friend is there and you'd never know it. Luckily, we didn't move and I got to keep all my friends. But that's something you can think of. That even if you don't have classes with your friends, there's that person out there that could be in your class that you will end up becoming best friends with. So try to find all those people and stick with them through high school. Basically, try to stay awake in class. I know it can be hard sometimes with boring teachers and the lecture you've heard for the 15th time about college, and it gets a bit boring, but especially during lectures and stuff, you need to stay awake, because that one little detail that you could miss could be on the test, and they won't go over it in study guides or in other things. My last tip is to get in a club, get in a group, like chorus, band, any sport just go out and join one of them. You don't necessarily have to be good at it at first. That's the point. You know, you sort of work at it. And it sort of helps you it also helps you find friends in a way, but it's a way to get involved in the school, to have some stories you can tell your kids and so on, like, hey, I was in that club, and you know. So that's everything I have. I think that was like 5 or so myths, 5 or so tips. You don't have to follow my tips, you don't have to follow anything I say, it's just advice. So don't yell at me if you think it's bad. But that's it. Bye!